Okay, go on. I know you're dying to say it.
It's aliens.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it
well, probably.
Come on, this is a series about people being abducted by little grey men with big eyes. It's called Saucer Country. It's aliens.
Yeah, but the thing about Saucer Country is that nothing is necessarily going to be what it seems to be. Or maybe it is, but we can't tell.
Just admit to me that it is aliens.
You know what? I'll admit it when the series admits it. This first volume, which is entitled Run, covers the first 6 issues of Saucer Country, and although it provides a multitude of questions, it does not provide us with a single solitary answer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one. Yeah, that is true. The basic setup includes presidential candidate Arcadia Alvarado and her ex-husband, who were abducted by aliens.
Yes. Oh, well, probably they were.
There's also her campaign managers, her security team, and a professor of modern mythology who is frequently visited by the human outlines that they were etched on the Pioneer space probes, Pioneer Couple 10.
Although it's possible he may just be going insane.
Yep.
But probably he isn't. Maybe he is. I really have no idea at all.
No, writer Paul Kernell has really kept his cards close to his chest on this
Yeah.
one, which at the beginning is fantastic because you're really not quite sure what's going on, but you're intrigued. But about 3/4 of the way, halfway through, it just becomes incredibly frustrating. You know, picture the 3rd season of Lost.
Oh god, yeah, that's when I faded out.
Yeah, me
And
too.
I think, honestly, if you don't let slip any revelations in the first 6 issues,
Yeah.
people are going to start wondering whether this is going to be a one-trick pony if you're holding off because you only have the one twist to give. I mean, it is clear that Cornell has done his research
Oh,
here.
yes.
You know, he knows his business
He
on,
does.
UFO history, UFO theory, the grand ideas.
Yep.
It's all in there, and that's great. But frankly, if you spend all your time on that
Mm-hmm. and
not really any revealing anything about the personalities of your main characters,
It
well,
starts feeling like you're reading a textbook with pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
pretty much.
speaking of the pictures, see what I did there?
I saw that.
Segue.
Nice segue. Yeah.
The art in this is really very good.
Yeah, look, I think Ryan Kelly has done some quite good work
He has.
here. He really
Yep.
has. There's, he's got some really nice detail work. His framing is great, especially in the sort of misty, half-remembered abduction flashbacks.
Yeah, they're
That's-
really good
yeah.
because we all kind of have an image of what it would be and
There's
how
the
it
established
is.
mythology of it.
And
yeah.
so you get the standards, but there's also a little bit of
He
extra,
twists
a little
it,
bit of
yeah,
a
yeah.
haziness to it as well, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool. He also does some really nice work with perspectives, and yeah, the detail work is great, especially in the facial expressions. One thing that I did find a little off-putting was that the beginning of the chapters, they did a whole page spread of a frame from within the book,
Yeah.
and it often spoiled it later in that chapter.
When it
You
showed up
kind
in
of-
the storyline.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see it and you're like, oh. And it's lost all of its impact, which it should have had because they're
Yeah.
quite striking
Especially
images.
that one with the alien
Alien
faces over it.
faces,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know. It was an odd choice.
Yep.
I don't know if that was the publisher's choice. The creatives may
Yeah.
not have been consulted on that one,
right.
but nonetheless, it does lessen the impact of those images
does.
when they show up in the storyline. Look, honestly, there are a lot of great ideas in this series.
Yeah.
Maybe too many. And if that's possible, but
Yeah.
I gotta say, I do feel like Cornell is shortchanging his readers a little bit here. And if I had read this single issue, I probably wouldn't have gotten past number 3. I would have gotten
right.
to 3. I would have gone, no, you're not coming to the table.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I can't keep going. So, look, I am going to give this one a borrow. It's not bad, but I found it very disappointing.
Yeah, I got to agree. I was a little disappointed as well. I mean, I'm part of the X-Files generation, so
Sure.
if I'm going to read something about aliens and abduction, I need it to be quite striking and,
Yeah.
and different. And
Yeah.
this just didn't quite get to that point. The art in it, like we said, is really, really
It's
lovely.
good, yeah.
The perspectives are really great, but it just becomes frustrating.
Mm.
And it's kind of a bit of a tell that you're getting disappointed with it when you find yourself skimming through conversations,
Mm. Yeah.
flicking pages forward to see if anything actually happens.
Which is cheating.
Which is cheating, but
Yeah.
you just get to a point where you're like, come on, throw me a freaking bone here.
Yeah, I'm the boss. Need the info.
Yes, thank you. I did like most of this, but Yeah, I think if I got to issue 3, I'd be the same. It just no payoff. I need to have that, not everything laid out, but I need a few answers so the stakes get raised and I feel something for these characters.
Yeah, you get a momentum because there's these points.
There's these points of reference. Debunk them later, I don't care, but give me something.
Yeah.
It's a borrow from me as well. If you're into extraterrestrial theory, you'll love it. It's great, but I don't know.
But if you're wanting a story that's going to drag you along, maybe not so much.
Maybe not so much. Check it out though. Give it a try.